So hello, this is Attila16 and we're in a live stream of Wargame Red Dragon, and this is actually a live game, so I'm currently playing right now. I haven't done much in that round because I was setting up the live stream. Also, one thing you might notice is that now you can actually see the comments that you guys are doing on the video, so when I'm interacting with you guys, people will actually know what I'm talking about. So there's actually a question already, which is it worth it to buy this game? And I think so, because I bought it, so I need to confirm myself into my own belief that it was worth it. But I think this is a very nice game. I really like it. I did play it quite a bit. There's the introduction of naval element, which I'm not showing here, but I think a lot of the interest of people came from that naval element. It's not that important overall in that game. I think nowadays very few people actually play naval battle in this, which is a bit of a shame. Of course, there maybe not naval battle purely, but some people actually play mixed battles, so you have land battle and naval battle in, which is something I'm not a big fan of, but it can be fun also. There's a little more people playing that. But I think you don't really buy this game for naval battle only. I think this is an addition, but it's not the only thing. And I think this is a very good game. If you have the previous Wargame, I guess it can be well, it's still the same wargame. So if you're let's say tired of the usual wargame, well, probably you should not get the game, so, because if you're already tired of that, there's not that much new stuff. Well, there is a lot of new stuff, but it's not radically different. That's what I mean. So here I will actually start playing this, and so I'm killing the Fallschirmjäger over there. Here I'm taking a guess, but I missed. So I think the left flank is starting to be rather weak, so that's why I will probably come and help over here. Also, since the enemy is far from their air spawn and I'm close to mine, it's going to be a good place to suppress them. So it's clear that if you did play a lot of Airland battle, this game is not that different. It's pretty much the trend nowadays with the sequel of games. The games are largely the same, it's just that they are improving what already exists. The thing is that when you analyze all those games, they are still pretty good for what they are. It's just that it's the novelty which is not necessarily to the rendezvous. I guess here I will also suppress those guys in the wood. Also scouting the amount of anti-air around the place. I lost my MiG, sadly. They seem to have a few anti-air. Oh, you're welcome. If you guys have any question, feel free to ask. I'm here to entertain you up to a certain point. And also give you my opinion, if anybody cares. Interesting, they landed over there. I see you're over here. Well, here that's a bit of a waste of a cluster bomb attack because it won't kill the infantry down there, but at least, actually it might have, because I did kill the chopper, and by the explosion of the chopper it might have killed the infantry. So this game actually, what's impressing here is the impressive. Actually, it did change, but at the beginning, the pact was actually having a kind of a small lead, which now has disappeared sadly. And I'm not really doing much so far. So I'm calling in some T-34 because I know that here there's a kind of a French deck fighting, and French are relying on light tank, which T-34 might actually be able to deal with. Now my big questioning right now is, do I have the capacity to actually attack the enemy, or is it better for me to just wait? Also, I guess since I do have a lot of points, I might as well establish a kind of perimeter of preventing the enemy to exploit any weakness like here. So I guess I'll call in an Mi-24 here, just to prevent enemy infantry from sneaking in. And I will also call in a few Motostrelski to plug the hole. But there's clearly I don't think I'll get much score from that. While here our team seem to be in good position to put the pressure on that place. But I'm not sure if I want to assist that or not, if it's worth it or not. I'll actually try to waste my MiG-29 on those Celtic, but I'm not even sure if that will be worth it. While here the enemies don't seem particularly motivated at pushing forward, although they went all the way here. A lot of links here. Could be a good place for a cluster bomb attack. I think what I'll do is I will call in Smerch, which is something that isn't particularly exciting to do, because it's kind of boring when people use cluster bomb rockets. But I think in this case this might be a good way to proceed. Well, here we lost our command vehicle, probably from random artillery, so I guess I will replace that, because this is a danger for the entire front, because now we cannot bring air support in. So that's an issue. So right now I'm really doing a lot of front scanning. I'm checking where I can be useful. And because this is destruction, you end up not necessarily needing to do anything particularly aggressive. So here I could do a cluster bomb attack on this, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. Here there is some good leopard, but you never know where they will move, so you don't necessarily want to waste your cluster bomb on that. So I guess what I'll do here is I will scout with my T-34, which are not particularly expensive. I guess the main challenge with the T-34 is not to run out of fuel. That's good, a free kill over there. Oh, interesting. There is some scout there. So they actually, the enemy did manage to sneak some troops in there. Now we got one, but there might be more, so I guess here what I'll do is I will send my command vehicle all the way here, because this way if there's actually infantry sneaking in, it will take them a while to spot my stuff. So, oh, I still need to find a place where I can be very useful. Example, well, this is a deck which is kind of weird. I designed that to be specialized against micromanaging enemies. which is a kind of a weird task. So it does rely a lot on air-to-air, but also on a lot of cheap units or very good units, depending the need. And it's a very strange deck. So I don't have much experience with it. But I think what I'll do now is I will use my smirch and actually somebody beat me to it. Damn it. So I still need to find my good target for my stuff. There's a couple of vehicles there, but there's too few of them for what I want. Here you can see my T-34 fighting a few Sege. Sege don't have much armor, so T-34 is actually adequate to fight that. They seem to rely on having gazelles. Couple of cheap vehicle moving in the center. Now the thing is that the deck I'm using is strong for the Air Force. But as you can see just by the way I'm scanning this battlefield, I'm really not the kind of player for the Air Force stuff. So it's kind of counter-intuitive in my case. Because when you want to play Air Force, you need to be zoomed out like this. And then you're able to see, oh look, there, those Phantom, we spotted them all the way there. So I would have been able to call in my Su-27, but just being zoomed out like that, I don't really like it. So this deck is really against my nature. So here, yeah, those NATO guys really seem to rely a lot on heavy tank. Because there is Leopard all over the base. Oh, they're actually wasting cluster bomb on T-34. Well, I guess I will send more. But I still don't know where I will be the most effective. Anybody has a clue? Because here there's not much. No, is there two there? Nope. Really need to see where will be the most effective way to hurt the enemy right now. But they're not showing enough for me to see it. I guess perhaps what I could do is bring a recon chopper like this, and hopefully that will reveal a little more the enemies. And sadly my Air Force doesn't have that much missile other than air-to-air missile, that is. I think I will actually target these Leopard too. Sadly I lost my MiG-29, but did not kill anything. There seemed to be a lot of anti-air there. I don't think my Smirch will have killed those Leopard at all. They're just moving too much. Oh, I did hit them a little. So it's clear for me that using Air Force on that side is not a good idea. Already lost to a valuable MiG-29. So a little more smirch attack on that forest. Oh, they did something. But as you can see, no more hits. So it's very likely that those leopards are out of there. I'm mostly making the enemy waste their time. But I'm not really inflicting anything particularly amazing on them so far. Guess I'll try a few shot at those leopard 2A4, but that doesn't sound like it will do anything. Seem to be a big attack of Skyhawk over there. I'll bring some SU. But sadly they are getting out too quickly. Pull back those SU. There seems to be a good attack coming here. I think I will call some A52. How about some Akula as well? Call in more Air Force just to provide a kind of support. Sadly, they seem to have some proper anti-air. It's the SAS, that's why. So those Akula are far enough to survive those SAS, and they're able to shoot those Challenger, which are rather expensive. Oh, I'm even shooting down some planes. So I seem to have derailed a little their attack. Not all by myself, of course. Nonetheless, that went well. Sadly, I lost one of my recon Akula. So I'm pulling back those Akula because a cluster bomb attack on them will be painful. Well, here I'll move my Smirch around. Never want to keep them there too long. They have a tendency to attract counter-artillery fire. Here I will call in some UAZ, which are an interesting unit that I'm using lately. They don't cost much, but they are able to shoot both vehicle and infantry. I'm also using some ZPTU-4, which have 4 kind of 50 cal machine gun, which is a rather interesting thing to use. Not sure I will recommend it, but it's kind of interesting to use those. Well, I guess here I might as well follow the movement of my ally, which is a little suicidal, but with the kind of unit I have, I don't think I will lose that many valuable things. I'm doing a smirch cluster bomb attack over there, which will hopefully kill something, but I'm not particularly sure of that. That's enough. I'll bring some planes, which will provide some support, especially against all those tornadoes and things. So I did manage to shoot one tornado down. I'll do one more circle here prior to engaging those Apache. I don't think there is that many entire, but my MiG at 23 will have to scout for that. Oh, yeah, there is a few. Oh, and the round is over. Well, I did not do much in this, actually. Yeah, I did kill as much as I lost, and to be honest, I was kind of useless. Where I'm from, I'm a Canadian, actually. A Francophone Canadian. Yeah, that Zalo vehicle is really good. It's not that expensive, it has a good rate of fire. It doesn't have much armor, but I guess when you want to ambush people, that's a good way to do it. And it's a good complement. It's also pretty good against infantry. So it's a good all-purpose unit. Let's try to fill that server, although I'm not sure that will work. I will still keep an eye on whatever shows up as a server other than that. I like 25k servers because these last a long time. Yeah, I'm actually from Quebec province. So usually on my daily life I speak in French, which doesn't mean that I'm a French. For those that are not aware of colonization of America. So you can see here actually there's two servers which are a smaller map, but 10 versus 10. But I just don't like the kind of games where there's so little resource. I like big big games which last a while, so that because in many cases you end up having a kind of a round where just as you're about to do the big push, it's over. So that's what I don't like. But in 25k servers, usually when you get to that big push, you get there. So you manage to do that final push, and then the game ends as you're usually either completely destroyed or you completely destroyed the enemy defense. Oh, the server is actually filling up. That's good. And the deck I was using in the last round, if we take a look at it. Oh yeah, no, that's not the one. Oh yeah, it has a very interesting name. I think that was the one. Nope, wasn't. I have so many decks, I don't even know which one I'm using. Oh yeah, it was that one. Oh, so it's a hair cover. Oh wow. No, actually it's not the air cover, it's a ALR cover. Which I have no idea what that can be. I guess renaming will be useful. And right now I'm using a mechanized deck for NATO prior to 1980. So that should be interesting. And this is a Gjol, which is an interesting map because it has a lot of forest, and usually people have no clue how to play this map. So that leads to interesting result. And this map has been around since Airland Battle, and people still don't seem to master it. They play very weirdly usually. Okay, so what do I want to do here? I think I will unload my infantry in that zone. But one thing which I like to do, which is very sneaky, is to use my Japanese Yudo Ren and sneak around. Which probably will end up into a disaster, but a fun disaster. Now this is a deck which is a mix NATO mechanize, which raises the question, why do I have a chopper here? But other than that question, this deck is very interesting because you have a good infantry experience level, which make you combat effective, and then you also have well, some people say that you have more units of infantry, which is a good thing, than if you were to use motorized, for example. That doesn't make much sense, but I think that's how it works. And I think this is a pretty good deck. It's kind of effective. So either I'll go here and secure this area, or I go all the way there and try to kill everything. Because in this map, what is interesting is how people have a tendency to put their artillery into that zone in Oscar, because they never expect anybody to go all the way there. So there is ways to sneak in. Now I will commit all my force to a single move, which is extremely dangerous and not recommended. But the thing is that if that works, that can pay off, and if that doesn't, well, we'll live with it. Now here is the fascinating story of this map. It's like, why would you leave a zone without a command vehicle? And I do not... great, somebody else is taking care of it. Usually I'm the one taking care of all of that. So I'm using that unit of Japanese infantry, and what's fun about these guys is that first of all they are in a chopper, which allows you to go all the way where you want. And the other aspect is how you can use their recoilless rifle to engage the enemy from a very long range. Okay, so what I need to do here is first of all I'll try not to attract attention. So what I'll do is I will try to hunt down the enemies without necessarily revealing my plan. So what I'll do is I will land. And I will engage that infantry over there. Which seem to be anti-air infantry. which are sadly more effective against my chopper than my chopper can be against them. I'm kind of wasting a few of my men there. Okay, so let's hunt more of them. So I will unload a few of my men. And move toward the enemy. I'll wait for this guy to proceed forward. Also, those Japanese soldiers are really fast on their foot. They go at 30 kilometers an hour, which is very nice. Here I will use those transport chopper to scout ahead. My airstrike did hit one unit of infantry, but sadly not all of them. Which means that we might have a few enemies over there. There seem to be a few enemies in that forest, so I will check if I can actually artillery them. When I'll have a few more points, I think I'll do that. I guess they seem to have unloaded a few men in there. I will not be surprised if the command vehicle wasn't down there. So I will risk one of my F-16 to bombard this. Oh yeah, that was a good strike. Also, by moving my chopper over there, I reveal their entire presence. With my chopper, I'll do a small bounce over there to get closer. I guess perhaps I will be able to clear that place with my infantry. So I suppose that I have no choice but to be very careful in the way I'm advancing. My allies seem to be suppressing this place. Now those Japanese troops are better at medium range. In forest fight they are not the ideal choice. Because they don't necessarily have a super long range capacity. Okay, so this place is now clear. We'll move my chopper over here to clear the place. I will need to move my infantry all the way there to intercept the Tunguska. Also kill a few anti-air infantry. But the Tunguska is really the priority right now. Because as you can see here, it can really suppress my troops. And also it's a danger to friendly choppers. Just notice the range of my anti-tank capacity with those Japanese infantry. It's a pretty good range. Okay, so okay, so I seem to have managed to secure this area here. And now my main objective is to keep pushing forward. And scouts want what's in there. Shooting those ATGM infantry. Those KV 107 are actually pretty good at supporting enemy fire, which is really surprising. Hello, Henrik. Okay, so I'll use one of my F-16 to destroy these BMP and infantry and supplies, hopefully, and I hope there's not that much anti-air around the place. There's a few. But my F-16 did manage to dodge everything. So now my plan is moving forward. Look at that. Now I can execute my move. I will withdraw my chopper from there. If we look at the rest of the battlefield, seems to be a kind of an offensive on that side. I think I should be fine. They seem to be sneaking around over here. I think what I'll do is I will use my chopper to make a kind of a scan of the area. Because there might be some infantry remaining in that forest, and they can sneak around. They might already have, so that's a big danger. What is strange is all my team is not capturing that place. So I guess now it's all a question of potentially reinforcing my force, so I'll bring a lot of troops. So a couple of chasseurs. Full of red eyes. Not sure about the Milan, maybe. Why not? And I'll bring a few group of Roland to be able to withstand or take advantage of a near counterattack on my troops. Few Gaperd against Chopper, and I guess a few Track Rapier. Then we'll need to supply all these people because this is still a rather long way. Okay, now these Chopper are refueled. I will make a long line of them. And with that line, I will ensure that there's nobody in that forest. Actually, I should probably ensure that there's nobody in that forest here first. So now, right now, what I'm doing is I'm really making plans to go all the way to that zone there, which might be extremely suicidal and cost me an enormous amount of troops. But it will be fun, hopefully. So how is it on the East Coast? Having a good day there? So let's clear that forest, or it's not so much clearing it as being sure that there's nobody there. Because I kinda need to prevent the enemy from knowing about my move. So there should be no spy around. So while this is happening, I will move these troops in the back of the enemy position. So all the way there. I guess using artillery might be a good idea also. So I will get some points and use those points to bring artillery. Okay, so apparently this place is clear. Hello, hello. Welcome on the live stream. Now look at that. My interpretation of losing a few chopper here is that it's more important to ensure that there's nobody there than preserving my choppers. So there was indeed a few enemy anti-air. And there is a few enemy anti-air over there. Which I will try to destroy with artillery. I'm also scanning that place because while I went there, there's a small chance that somebody came by, but that's unlikely, let's say. So these Antair could have seen all the troops deploying here, so that's why it's important sometimes to make long line enough chopper just to scan the area quickly. It's a matter of security. Also, assuming they saw the amount of chopper I have there, they might be boosting their entire capacity here, which is something I don't really mind because I don't think I will use that much air support in the early phase of my attack. Okay, so there is a few anti-air in that forest, so I will do some uncorrected bombardment of the forest because anti-air, first of all, are not particularly difficult to kill, and I'm not sure on their exact location. So as a result, I don't necessarily want perfect accuracy. I will actually send my chasseur. I guess I might as well bring a command vehicle or infantry in that zone. That's interesting. So these troops are ready. Or nearly ready. We'll divide them in two groups, and I will not engage them right now. Some retinue here, I will take a chance on that. Maybe the guy here he wants to do an amphibious move on us. Seems that those infantry here are a little too strong for my chasseur. There's also some reinforcements coming from there. The chasseur is a really minimal unit. It's nearly a reservist unit, costs only 10. So you don't necessarily use this for a particularly effective move, but you want to support them with better tank, for example, or you use them as a recon unit. Okay, so what I'll do here is make a kind of a distraction, which might lead to nothing interesting. Same here. Oh, interesting, a lot of MI8. Yeah, they are really getting prepared to counter an attack here. So the enemy command vehicle is over there. I'll try to snipe that.
L'artillerie confère un peu de dignité à ce qui ne serait qu'une vulgaire bagarre. On a des problèmes.
Okay, how about killing that one? There's two command vehicles.
Ça commence à devenir dangereux par ici. Endlich etwas los. Achtbefehle heißen, wir marschieren ab. On a des problèmes.
Interesting. It's going in some T-72 B. So I did secure both zone.
On a des problèmes. On en revient toujours au fantassin et son fusil. Cible ajustée.
I think what's really missing in my deck is the capacity to call in an air transported command unit. An airborne air unit. Something like that. The big question here is, will their MI-24 be stronger than my Ren? The answer is no. Although their airstrike are a little stronger. Now, if my team will simply bother to advance, it will be very nice. There's a lot of choppers coming in.
Qu'est-ce que l'infanterie peut faire pour vous, mon colonel?
Well, here I'll send my command, no, actually my artillery back. Okay, I just received a lot of troops. Oh, actually, what am I thinking? I could simply put my command infantry into one of the transport.
User joined your channel.
Hello.
Hello, Krugmac. I'm live streaming.
Oh, you are? Which game?
Wargame.
Ah.
Okay, so here seems that my defense is good. I will remove myself from the channel, so I'll see you later.
Okay.
User left your channel.
So I'll move my infantry forward to scout. Seem to have killed some very expensive units there. I had more than 300 killed by something which I did not notice. Okay, so these are not troops which are originated from me. I guess I will just target that scout. Here there is a lot of artillery shooting me. And I know that there is at least 4 Tunguska in there, so I will not risk my chopper. So I'll get a visual on these. Well, here they still haven't replaced the command vehicle in Oscar. And there I will risk perhaps too much. I will attempt to capture the zone. There are the Tungushkas. There might be an entire fleet of chopper there which will completely destroy my chopper fleet. Yeah, it's a sneaky ninja move, but kinda was spoiled by my troops there. all their chopper are landed.
On a des problèmes.
Which is a very good move in the end. Look at that.
Wegen über Engel. On a des problèmes.
So it's time to call in all the anti-air we can.
On a des problèmes.
Kinda lost my plane there, but that doesn't matter.
On a des problèmes. Natürlich, Kommandant. Wie Sie meinen.
We'll call for L.
Waffen überprüft und einsatzbereit. Behörde bitte mehr ernst ab. Als enemy chopper been spotted. Endlich ist was los.
Well, that turned out much better than I expected.
Endlich ist was los.
Well, that's my tractor up here there, but I can quickly replace that. Hopefully.
택시 타고 싶으신 분?
Actually, I'm very surprised by that result. I thought it will be much harder.
Kommandant.
Oh, and now my artillery here is out of ammo.
Stunde, desto besser. Soldaten, gebt den Befehl zum Sturmangriff! Endlich ist was los! Endlich ist was los!
Okay, it's time to send an enormous amount of infantry down there.
Haben Sie was für mich? Natürlich, Kommandant. Wie Sie meinen, Kommandant. Spontan!
One clear issue that I have is that there is likely a lot of stuff over here. And I cannot really be divided in attention that much.
Spontan!
Ah, but we won already. Now I leveled up. So I did kill probably, yeah, twice the amount that I just lost. So that was a good round for me. If we look at what happened, my F-16 did kill a lot, but that was early in the game. Wasted them after. My sneaking move with infantry went well, killed a lot, and did the job of disrupting the enemy. Then my anti-air, that's my artillery here. So that's my Japanese infantry that did most of the job. These are troops I received, so that's the Swedish artillery, good stuff. My chopper here did great job against those Mi-24. I really thought they will get destroyed, but turned out that it's very likely because I suppressed them early on, and they were just not able to. Well, they noticed too late, so I did too much damage for them to recover. So that was a good round. Very surprising ending. I hope you guys did enjoy that. Now let's play another one. It's a very surprising result. By the way, how do you guys like the fact that you can see your comments on the video itself? Is that something which you find interesting, or not at all? Because I know that many people which are making live stream, they do that, and people like this. So I was wondering if you guys were interested by that. Because this might help, you know, making the people which are watching afterward understand a little better what's going on. Sometimes I can answer a question randomly and people cannot really figure it out from the comment section. It's like, oh, did that happen at the right time? Okay, is there a good room? Well, I guess I'll rejoin the same server. And I think I will also modify the deck I'm using. I'm not sure which one that is. This is the mech one. Okay. Let's adjust that. So this is the deck I was using, and the capacity that I was missing was the capacity to send command infantry following my sneaky move. It will have likely helped a lot. I think I will simply replace one. No, actually, yeah, I cannot do that. This is a mechanized deck. So I guess the only solution is to do what I did. I unload some troops and then just pick up the command infantry, and that seemed to be the most rational way to proceed, or effective way. Well, here the chasseurs are an okay unit, but in the wood area they seem to be pretty bad. So I'm not sure if it's such a good idea to use them. Yeah, when you look at it, the chasseurs, they only have a static weapon as a secondary weapon. So I think I might actually change them from diggers, for diggers. The diggers don't cost much more, but they have CQB capacity, so it's probably a better idea. It's much more adapted for the same price. Now, what else is wrong with this deck? Nothing. Well, this server is filling fast. Usually it takes much more time. So here we go. I think I'll try to make the same silly move. But this time I'll be more sophisticated about it. At least I will attempt to be. What's strange is that this is a mechanized deck, and I'm using it as an airborne deck, which is a very unusual way to do stuff. Somebody asked the zone, so I'm telling them. I did not use any recon. Yeah, that's actually true. The thing is that I did not really need that much recon. I guess it could have helped a little in some cases, especially when I was proceeding in that area. Having a recon would have likely helped me spot the enemies in those forests. But for the move in the back, it's pretty clear usually what you will face, and as a result you end up facing usually very little resistance in the back there. It's just that and usually if you see stuff sometime it might scare you from doing something. So it's better, you know, it's the Greek way of seeing the war. It's like you put a helmet where the person can only see forward. This way they won't panic if the flank is fleeing, which is a bit of an annoying move for the soldier which doesn't see that, but I guess that encourage him to continue to fight. So if I see too much, usually it can encourage me not to continue with my suicidal move, which suicidal move can actually end up giving me a very good situation. Now what's fun about sneaking around like this is how you end up having a kind of a big war, which is much more interesting than let's say linear war on the all the front here. So if the sneaking around work, then it's much better, much more fun. Oh, a lot of chopper are coming. Okay, so the mission is a no-go. Pulling back. We'll call in an F-16. Which will target that plane, well, that chopper over there. Might have to fight into that first. I will call in those recon infantry which have silencer, making them very effective at fighting in the wood. Now the issue is that they are likely aware now that I will do a move. On the other hand, they are not aware that I'm now in control of some troops on the other side of the battlefield. So I think what I'll do is I'll move, land over there, refuel, and continue my move all the way here, where I now have a lot of troops. Why are mortar leading the way? That's strange.
Er der nogen taxikunder? Rasten är slut, grabbar. Nu drar vi igen.
Hello Belgian fan. Welcome to the live stream. Hopefully that will be fun. Or I might get completely destroyed horribly. You never know. Now I did inherit this battlefield here, which doesn't seem to be in particularly good hand. This is likely the reason why the guy left. But here I will try to destroy that T-64. So I guess it will be my duty to restore former glory of that place. Oh damn it, I hate this. It's like the T-64 just managed to get behind, well, inside the wood, just as I was about to fire a few missiles at him. Now, I guess since I'm not particularly aware of what's going on in there, I will call in a recon. The other thing I should probably call in is some infantry. Nice. Was a good surprise there.
Okay, what's the support? Ja, klar til at smadre dem. Uppfattat.
Okay, here I'm refueling. There is a lot of Tunguska around the place.
Verden består af 2 slags nationer. Artillerister.
I'll call in some digger.
Okay, what's the support?
BMPT, that's a good target. There is something shooting me from that forest. I will withdraw my recon. Which is sadly a gazelle that doesn't have much chance to survive. Oh well. So I guess I will have to do recon from the land.
Why do I have the feeling that you're about to put our lives at risk?
Well, here I will send my recons over there. I will send that command vehicle over here. Now the trouble here is that the guy, which happened to be Sun Tzu, I think Sun Tzu has been overestimating his capacity. He doesn't seem to be able to hold, and at the same time here I'm stuck fighting on the other side. So I'm kinda in the middle of both worlds. Not sure what I shall do. Either I continue to hold this side, or I stabilize the other side where I received a few troops. It's a dilemma which is rather annoying at the moment. Oh wow. see that?
Set up a new observation post
I
there.
really did kill everybody there.
You won't see this one coming. We'll get a better look from there. We'll get a better look from there. Waiting your orders, sir.
Apparently I received some cluster bomb attack. Great. Just received more troops. Everybody's leaving.
체크리스트 오케이. 준비 완료.
There is a lot of anti-air in that forest.
Braucht jemand eine Schutzengel?
Yeah, I guess I won't necessarily be doing anything specific other than trying to keep the battlefield kind of stable.
Get it done. You spotted something?
I guess the guy on that side, the enemy that is, he doesn't seem to be doing much to attack. So I think I will simply hold it for now. Here I will risk my troops in staying their chopper in position until
Alles, was durch die Luft
the situation get better. But I will...
Voulez-vous qu'on aille, mon colonel?
what is that? It's infantry. I guess I have no choice but to help this place.
Trouble?
So I suppose that what I'll do is I will establish a very inexpensive, large-scale infantry interception device. Which is called Rensu.
Quelqu'un a besoin d'un autre gardien?
There's no code for this deck because this video is not yet published. Well, it's a live stream, so it is published, but it's not published, if you see what I mean.
Voulez-vous qu'on aille, mon colonel?
It is still in recording, this is live. It's the charm of live stream. Okay, who's nervous?
탑승을 환영합니다.
So we'll destroy those MI8. Perfect, also killed a few men inside.
하늘은 우리 것이다.
While here I'm intercepting those commandos, see? It's a good strike.
Okay.
Well, here I guess I'll try to shoot down that Su-25 with Raphael. Perfect. Well, my intercepting device seemed to work. I'm now spotting some enemies. and killing them on top of that, which is a bonus. Okay, well, this is happening here. There seems to be some bombardment. Okay, it's only on the artillery, so no worries. Here, I will send my F4. So since I'm a kind of player right now, which is completing the entire battlefield instead of doing something to push forward, I will rely a lot on Air Force. Yeah, I guess the right side is in bad position. You're right about that. But the left side is not in better position either. I guess the pact is now in good condition. That's bad. But I'm anti-air. Sadly, I lost my plane. So I guess I have no choice but to continue to complete that dispositive of preventing the enemy from flanking me. And not only that, but I think I will also have to complete a dispositive of preventing the enemy from attacking me on the right side. Okay, so here I think the enemies don't seem to be particularly motivated at flanking. So using the strategy that I wanted to use in the first place. Hey, Graphic. Nice to see you on the stream. So since well, I have all these troops here which can serve somewhere. Now, what is concerning is that the people here don't seem to care about Zulu, which leave a big gap here. So I guess I'll have to compensate for that by sending a few recons. I also did receive a few troops in the center, which I'm now responsible of. I will get out the troops that I cannot really do anything with in the short term until I organize this place a little. Now this guy is wasting artillery lag. That's awesome. There is also a few anti-air there, which are dangerous. Okay, so my big flanking force here will change its purpose now. The purpose of this force is now to plug any weakness in the flank. And I'll attempt to do that. It will likely cost me a lot, but I don't have much choice. Oh great, somebody else is leaving. What am I receiving now? I seem to be receiving that place. Yeah, I guess my troops will be extremely useful. Because it seems that I will soon have to defend the entire place by myself. Now, I guess my mindset now is to preserve whatever I have. So I will conceal everything of value which could be targeted by the enemy. That I might have received from other people. While here I will send my Japanese troops into different towns where they will be most effective at defending the entire place. I might lose a few of them in the process because sometime I might send them into towns that are in the enemy hands or exposed to enemy fire, like there, just lost one. was kind of expecting that. But when you're in charge of defending the entire place by yourself, I guess you can afford a few less. What's going on here? Okay.
Anti-tank missile loaded.
Nothing too dangerous. So now it's all a matter of maximizing the amount of damage I can do on the defensive. Okay, they're bombarding my Challenger too there. Probably saw them pull back. Oh, I have so much stuff all over the place. Just understanding what kind of army I have is taking me a while. And the thing is that by having all the front, I end up really just trying to slow them down. So here I'm losing to an Akula, but I don't really... If I risk my my planes and chasing down that Akula, I might lose more points than losing the tanks. The other end, that's more... It's not as deep, so I might be able to hurt them. Okay, there doesn't seem to be that much anti-air. There's a few there. And these seem to have a very long range. All I can do is slow them down. Okay, so I will remove my chopper, move them back so I don't lose them. Well, here I have some Rafale, which I'll try to use to chase down the enemy planes, but there's just so much going on, I cannot really pay attention to everything which is going on. But I do have a lot of planes now. And they do have a lot of chopper there. So what I'll do is I'll try to dispose of their means of scouting. Somebody decided to inform me that it was going to be bad over there. I'll use a few reliable F4 planes. But these are just T-34, so probably not worth it to use my F4. That is artillery. I need to pull that back. I guess the situation forced me to bring some Cobras. Here I'm using my tornado to bombard those MLRS. Got down. Here I don't remember why I called those tornadoes. Oh well. We'll call some recons. Another attack over here. It's a good way to potentially destroy those T-72. Just way too much on the air there. I haven't really seen where they were. Oh, these Cobras are not in good condition. I'll just move over there.
What are your orders, sir?
Great, somebody else is surrendering. I have all their troops. Nearly. There's only one survivor with me. Actually, two. You can see my Udu Ren killing those T-80UM. That's a good kill. What are these? Oh wow. I inherited an insane amount of, I guess, combat air patrol.
What are your orders, sir?
Just have too much anti-air there. I guess what I'm missing right now is probably rocket planes. Here the thing is that I do have some flag panzer, which can definitely kill a lot of chopper. What I'm a little afraid of is how the enemy will likely do a cluster bomb strike on that.
Feuerbereit, Kommandant! Var vill du ha?
Okay, let's pull out of there.
I say the only good wrecky is a dead one.
Seem to take their time nonetheless. Yeah, that's the cluster bomb attack that I told you about.
Det börjar bli farligt nu! Det börjar bli farligt nu!
I would even get the chopper I just called in.
Hier, Kommandant!
Look at how effective my kind of small but effective anti-sneaking device could do. Seems to be killing a lot.
Need some extra eyes there. Waffen überprüft und einsatzbereit.
Okay, here I guess it might be worth it to just waste one plane.
Jag attackerar.
Kinda wasting my vegan because I don't really care about them right now. Mostly need air to ground support.
Det börjar bli farligt nu!
Yeah, my systems still work here. That's kinda impressive.
Det börjar bli farligt nu!
While here I do not have anything to stop anything that will come from there. I will just put a front of choppers for recon purpose. Well, actually, one time I did win a 1 versus 10. But the difference is that I started 1 versus 10. While here I'm stuck with the units and situation that my allies left for me. Which is very inconvenient. Okay, now I'm kind of camping their spawn.
You've got something for me?
Which is interesting. Look at that. There's a lot of troops coming in, and I'm killing a lot of valuable troops as a result. With the ATGM planes. Yeah, that was a lot of expensive planes. Yeah, yeah. Doing good for the situation. Okay, a lot of stuff here. Now that's a situation where having some other type of plane would be nice. Which is exactly what I need here. So let's call in an F11 something. And I guess I will call it in on my position here. So normally that should kill a lot of troops. Oh, well, that was okay. Could be better though. Oh well, sadly here they finally managed to break through my system. Which I guess I only have to replace quickly. Okay, let's kill those. While we have visual on them. So you see those rents too are actually very useful. It doesn't matter if I lose those F4. Because while it's just about slowing them down. On the other hand, here I can expect a lot of artillery falling on my men. And since I also want to keep the enemies from swarming me with a lot of planes, I will have to establish an anti-air defense. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Tungushka, that could be dangerous. Now, of course, I have a lot of artillery, which I'm not really doing anything about, so I might as well start doing something about that. So it's time to start the bombardment with all the remaining artillery. We'll also bring my Japanese good troops all the way here. Okay, now the problem is that they do have a visual on my reinforcements there. That is a big problem. And the round is over. Sadly a defeat. Let's see. Oh well. I did lose a little more than I killed, but I had the entire place to myself. So, and the disposition of the troops wasn't to my liking. So that was a good round. Even though most of my team left. They left me alone. Oh well, that happened. Next game. The map bug, no, that's not caused by the live stream. It's probably, I should probably simply reinstall the game and that will likely fix the map bug. Oh, I will just do some catching up on the comments. I might have missed a few. They kicked me from the server, really? How mean. I'm checking for a good round. Yeah, there's no interesting server right now. Well, I guess there's plenty of interesting server, but I like a specific type of rounds. Oh, well, let's try that. Maybe it will fill up. Yeah, I'm glad that you guys are actually learning stuff. I'd say that last round isn't necessarily a good representation of. It doesn't give you the concept of how you should play, but it gives you an idea of how to establish a kind of system of defense which will not necessarily beat the enemy, but at least lead to a kind of even fight. And I think in the last round, what was probably interesting is to see how I actually managed to uh, use less expensive unit to achieve more result and put myself into a situation where I did not necessarily have to micromanage things. And I think that this is something which is important when it comes to at the time I won a battle in a 10 versus me essentially, which was accidental. I did not really seek that. But what was interesting back then is that I relied a lot on inexpensive stuff. And in this last round, in order to compensate my lack of potential attention all over the battlefield, I relied much more on inexpensive units. And the reason why I did not necessarily perform as good as the time where I started all by myself is that I ended up receiving a lot of units which were much more expensive. So as a result, I could not really catch up to the kind of damage that I was receiving by not paying attention to those expensive units. And also receiving a lot of anti-air planes when you need anti-ground capacity is not necessarily very good, because the only way you can get out of that situation is by wasting those planes. So you lose points and you give points to the enemy, and then the only way you can continue, you need to waste those guys in order to gain more points. So you end up wasting much more stuff. So if, for example, I had not received those combat air patrol planes, I probably would have maybe be into a kind of positive score there. I think it was really close. Of course, I'm speaking individually, because you know, up to a certain point you might be good at this game, but in a 10 versus 10 you cannot compensate for the entire team like I did. And I could not really push forward. In some case, if the players are actually well, if people don't spend too much point and you have you receive a lot of points as people leave or drop, then you're able to gain from that situation, because you receive a lot of resources, which allows you to focus those resources where the enemy doesn't necessarily expect it. And as a result of this, sometime when everybody leaves, it can become a kind of a good thing for you, because then you're able to focus your attention. But you need other people in the team to also take their share of the load, which is not necessarily always happening. So I hope you appreciate that small analysis there. I wonder if I should change deck. I've been playing quite a few rounds with that one. What kind of deck is that? Nope. Could use, yeah, I could use that. Assuming nobody guess the move I'll do. Lately I've been experimenting a lot with pre-1980 attacks because I am, well, I do enjoy proving the point that it's not because a unit is bad in statistic and cost that it's not good. And pre-1980 units are interesting for that because you get more of them, and you can also usually boost their experience, which make them able to fight. So I guess I'll stick with the mechanize for now. Okay, let's see. Oh, so I'm in the center, which is an okay position, I suppose. Now the big question is, do I fight in the center or not? Could be suicidal to do so. Ever saw anybody capture Alpha Echo? That could be funny. But I don't think I'll do that. One thing which is fun is when you go from there and then you go all the way there, and then you end up securing the entire place by flanking this side from the rear. That can be funny, but I'm not sure this is a particularly adapted deck for that. So yeah, I don't think I will fight in the center. Or will I? No, I think I will. It's just that I don't really have a good deck for this situation. So we'll see how with the dysfunctional deck for a situation we can still win. Or lose. Okay, I guess I'll fight there. Now we'll use a larger diversity of troops. And rely a little more on the diggers. Okay, that should be it. Now one issue that I usually notice in that map is how people don't really care about the center. I think that's a big problem because these zones worth 5 points. So that's a lot of resource. A lot of the fighting end up being on the flank.
We're on the move.
And while you can certainly do great stuff on the flank, you should not neglect the center. This is one of the map which has been around since a while, and I think people still have no clue how to play it. Well, most people. Because it's like, oh well, that's not linear. You know, it doesn't go all straightforward. So I guess that's a little more complex for many people. Okay, with my Japanese troops, which are really good in range, I will send them in over there, hopefully, if they make it in time. And they will intercept anybody which try to enter that forest. At least that's the theory of it.
たちが普通科なんて入るんじゃなかったな。自衛隊ってほんと行軍好きだよな。行軍ばっかり。
What are your orders, sir?
Okay, so I do know as a fact that there is a few infantry in there. So their chopper coming in.
作戦に変更ですか。
I will use this chopper as a wall to intercept. Okay, that's great. I think I have the entire center by myself. I think what I'll do here is I'll try to intercept those Mi-8. And I will also send some more Japanese troops over there. Oh wow, look at that. I think we'll have some action.
作戦に変更ですか。
Well, I really hope that those digger infantry will be up to the task. Commando, see, that might be tough to kill.
명령 받겠습니다. 작전이変更ですか?
Commando C is likely one of the best unit that the pack can have. They're extremely effective. Look at those Japanese troops, they're doing marvel. Okay, well here I'm still very much in danger of receiving a counterattack there. Well, that's good, he's bombarding me with cluster bomb. It's a great waste. Here they are trying to preserve their commandocy. And they might actually manage to do so. Okay, I guess I need supplies, so I'll bring some choppers. If you are too attached to your units, I guess you should use another faction. Which you do not have the same emotional connection. But this is a game, so normally there's no need to be attached to anybody in there. No, never mind, I will not do an airstrike on that.
You've got something for me?
Now this guy really should unload.
Hat jemand ein Taxi gerufen?
It's really annoying. There's a kind of a problem with the marker thing. Not sure since when's that's in there, but it's very annoying.
You've got something for me?
I guess they did not really understand what was defending the place here. Because those Japanese troops are rather rare. Don't see them every day. Because most people actually use a coalition or a specific nation. And the Asian nation are not particularly that trendy. Because they don't necessarily have any super powerful units. So our team seemed to be doing okay.
Need customers for a taxi route.
Wait, that might explain a few things.
Artilleriet tilføjer værdighed til det, der ellers vil være en gemen slåskamp.
We'll call an airstrike on those sappers.
We're on the move.
Okay, got them all. Even got one of my own. That's talent right there. No, not really. No great commandos here again.
I can hear the bullets whistling by. Gonna rain down on
So
them
I'll do a big bombardment of the entire area. And hope that there's no anti-air around, because that mighty bomber here is not something you want to lose. Oh, damn it. There was indeed a lot of anti-air. But I did get those commandos.
Ammo, fuel, spare parts, anything you want.
I guess I do need more diggers.
You've got something for me?
And I'm not sure, but perhaps... move there on their part. Even if there's a lot of anti-air, it's best to destroy those commandos for good. And actually my F-16 all survived. Okay, more diggers. So this is a kind of a boring infantry fight we're having there. That illustrates that the small moves sometimes can have some impact. Until you meet a bigger gun. Come on, you just fired 2,000 rounds. Can't you kill a Strela? Oh well. Okay, satellite view. Let's see what's going on. Not sure if my team is doing well. Seem to be leading in score, but I don't see any super good positioning. But the command to C are dead, which is the good news of the day. They are essentially similar in strength as Fallschirmjäger. I did lose my Abrams, which I'm a little disappointed by. It's Rambo. Oh, that was it.
Why do I have the feeling that you're about to put our lives at risk?
Run away! Sadly, no luck. I guess I should refill that line of 3 with fresh troops.
Platoons formed and ready. Someone call for attack. Pass formation. Leave that.
No, I just wish I had some MLRS to destroy those choppers. I'm liking some anti-air there.
Leave it there. Who's a passenger? 명령 받겠습니다.
Really. Oh, I missed the commandosi.
It always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle.
내 시당초 여기로 오는 게 아니었어. 내 시당초 여기로 오는 게 아니었어.
Oh, they really have a lot of commandosi.
도치가 호텔 쇼대 센터 준비했어. 료카이です.
Oops, lost a few transport there. Not particularly valuable, but that's 3 point for them.
我々が運ぶ部隊はどこにいるんですか?
This is really just a battle about killing commandosi. And I don't have the kind of troops necessary for that kind of fight.
こちら歩兵小隊戦闘準備よし. 移動開始する. 脱落すんなよ.
Why do I have the feeling that you're about to put our lives at risk?
지시를 기다리는 중입니다. 명령 받겠습니다. 본사 긴엔である. ご理解ください.
That's a lot of chopper there. There's nothing special about the diggers, it's just that the diggers are an inexpensive close-quarter combat unit. So I guess that's what's special about them, but I guess the special part is the fact that they don't cost that much for what they do, compared to other things which cost much more. Well, I guess I should probably do something about what's going on in there. Oh wow. Here is a result of somebody that doesn't know that he should not keep his artillery close to a command vehicle. This guy really must hate my Falcon. Okay, so with a bunch of friends too, I might be able to do something.
위병 수업 3보 이상 승차라고 들어봤어? 고구가 센저로 더 나가가요. 와라이르베.
At your service, sir.
They seem to be very determined to advance on that forest, but they don't seem to bring that much anti-air. Which seem to have very bad result for them. As you can see there. I really want to get my command vehicle.
결국 최후의 깃발을 꼽는 건 보병이라고.
But nope, not today. Well, not that minute, I should say. That's not good. Napalm. Oh, cluster bomb. It's even worse. Leave my poor, inexpensive troops alone. Calling in an airstrike again. These F-16 will really have ranked up a lot of kills. Now sadly, my command vehicle ended up cut off. Because of the napalm and fuel limitation. Because I need to refill my diggers. Number. I think the submachine gun actually has an advantage in CQB. I think you need to look at the rate of fire per load. And also, there in the game there is actually an aspect where the range affects the effectiveness of weapons. So a rifle will be good at longer range than a submachine gun, for example. Oh, they finally decided to do something about this. Actually, I will not risk an F-16. I will instead bombard with artillery. Okay, what is this? Somebody did not bother to protect their flank. I guess I will do a direct attack. That was a free kill. Now let's kill that MI-24. Well, I probably should have done an airstrike on that. It was a bad move on my part.
I can hear the bullets whistling by me.
Okay, so here, what is this? Oh, they're actually bombarding me over there. Well, here I should probably move away from there. I've been bombarding for too long. My chopper have a good air-to-air weapon compared to an Mi-8, so I will risk doing something. Actually, I did risk more there than what I would like to. Instead of attacking the commandos, yeah, I'll attack the cops. Okay, they are coming there, seriously? Oh, they are even attacking over here. I'll bring some Cobras.
No one comes down to the infantryman and his rifle.
I guess under the pressure of the artillery and the diggers must be falling now, finally. Another successful strike.
Where do you need us, sir?
Well, not so much. Diggers are not that expensive. I got my Cobras a little too close there. Well, more diggers. And how about some Leopard 2? Here I'm not too sure what happened, but... Okay. guess I need more planes. Actually managed to go through there. Well, let's see. Well, you see that I did kill a large amount of enemies, but it's not that much point overall because this is an infantry fight. So as a result, you don't really get that much point from all that killing. Sadly, there wasn't that much stuff here. Oh, good thing over there. They're finally bringing some Strela. Show their worth right now. So I guess I will have no choice but to bombard the place. With artillery from afar, I guess the party is over for my F-16. At least for the moment. Because those diggers might be able to dispose of those enemy Strela very quickly. Bringing some F4. Killing my own troops right now, but it's for the better good.
It always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle. You spotted something?
Okay, where is the data? Okay, he's right there. Need to acquire a visual on those T-72 unless they died, but I missed that part. Well, I guess I can target that Mi-24 with the 8N.
Let's hope the enemy don't have any air defense. Let's fly.
No, we we did not turn in the right way.
Off your arms and on your feet. Let's move.
A whippet. Okay. The name of the guy was Whippet, which is, by the way, food. In case you don't know Canadian food. Well, it's not food, but it's a type of... it's a small cake.
Pass formation. Move back.
Okay, well, here there's an Mi-25. Let's bombard this. I'm really curious to see how much stuff my F-16 will have killed, because this is getting crazy. Oh, I think I will cancel that order. Not too late.
Trouble.
Maybe I will kill something. Oh yeah, I did kill some MI with their infantry inside.
Donnez-nous juste les coordonnées, mon colonel.
Some more kills to come by my F-16. Oh, maybe not. Will it hit? Oh yeah, 3 kill. I think these F-16 pilots really deserve some medals. Okay, it's time to move those artillery away. They might have been attracting some attention we don't want. Starting to be low in diggers. I guess perhaps I can turn my eyes elsewhere, because there might be more gain from helping those other places. Not necessarily that much more risk.
Kaptajnen og mannskapet ønsker deg velkommen ombord. Hold observert. 탑승을 환영합니다.
Okay, good airstrike from my F-16 again.
Bringen u en skytsengel? Faisons pleuvoir le métal.
We'll call in some Chinook over here, so I'll create a resupply base. Well, this is a game which, while a lot of action happened with the infantry, it's mostly about airstrikes.
They spotted us. The captain and his crew welcome you aboard. Grab the binoculars, folks. 하늘은 우리 것이다. You spotted something? Waiting for your orders, sir.
Okay. Not sure what I shall do now. Guess I'm bringing a lot of troops to retake that position over there. But we're about to win anyway.
Está a bordo. Looking for a taxi.
Okay, let's move into the forest over there.
On your orders.
And after that, I don't really know. I don't think there's anything to do. We're about to win. Oh, you like the video 10 times? I don't know if that's possible, but it's clear that liking the video usually helps the maker to attract more attention. Because it's shared with your friends, which might also be big fans of Wargame or big fans to be.
They spotted us. At your service.
I'll go and land. So that was a victory. Oh wow, I ended up in the negative there, even though it was such a great game. Well, a great. Well, I did hold my own essentially. Now let's look. Let's look at those F-16. So it's third there. Then it goes on and on and on and on. Oh, yeah, that's a lot. And here a lot. Oh, this one even more kills. And more, yeah, here it's more even. But when you look at what killed what, Commandosi, so Polish Commandosi, that's a really powerful unit. Sappery, which are really good in forests. Mightigers are not particularly good in forest. Buratino, yeah, Commandosi. Dana, so artillery Commandosi. A lot of diggers died to those Commandosi. Danas or artillery. Smerch, artillery, Commandosi. A few VDV, Commandosi here, killed a lot. Some BMP2, but not that much. MiG-23BN, that's unusual. Some Danas, some artillery. Those T-72 seem to have killed a few APCs. Some Leopard 2. These are good tank. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So when you look at everything that my F-16 did, that's pretty remarkable. And when you look at what was the best enemy units, it's the Commandosi, which I tried to chase down with my planes quite a bit. So that did hurt me a lot in the end. But as I said at the beginning of that round, my deck is not particularly adapted for that place. So I guess that will be it for today. It's been a good live stream. I'm glad that you guys did enjoy it and participate. And we'll see you on the next live stream in the near future, hopefully. So, bye.